Hello, I'm Bob Orlikoff, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the 5th Dean of the College of Allied Health Sciences here at ECU. Nothing gives me greater satisfaction than celebrating student success, and I'm delighted to extend my congratulations to all of our promising students who are receiving a scholarship to support their continuing study in their chosen discipline, each of which serves healthcare in fundamental ways. I also want to show my deepest appreciation to our donors, who, like me, enthusiastically support student success. You play a key role in transforming aspiration into meaningful practice. Regardless of the healthcare profession they'll enter, all will work to the greater good that we all wish and need to see in the world. Through your support, they'll have a strong foundation for effectively transforming the lives of others, and in doing so, transforming healthcare and advancing Eastern Carolina communities. We recognize that a better future depends critically on all of those who enter what I like to call the helping professions. And students here and throughout our college have made the important and noble decision to dedicate their careers to helping individuals, families, and communities. They truly deserve our support and assistance because helping them will allow them to help so many others. It gives me great pride to represent such a vital college that lives and breathes our university's commitment to student success, community outreach, and regional transformation. It's a pride and enthusiasm that I gratefully share with you, our students and their families, our faculty and staff, and our donors and supporters. It's only through partnership with our supportive donors that we can achieve the kind of social and economic transformation that will ensure a brighter future right here and beyond. Being virtually together is not the same thing as being truly together, and I look forward to that time quite soon when we can all gather and celebrate our achievements and show our appreciation face to face in the real world. Be safe and be well, and again, congratulations to our scholarship recipients and to all of our generous and supportive donors. We all have a hand, and we all play an important role in advancing our important mission. Thank you.
I am Dr. Lee Salucci, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs in the College of Allied Health Sciences. Let's begin with the students receiving college-wide scholarships. The Burbecker Foundation Fellowship in Health Sciences is awarded to Carly Smirala. The College of Allied Health Sciences Patriot Scholarship is awarded to Emma Plyler and Julia Stoker. The ECU Medical and Health Sciences Foundation Board Scholarship is awarded to Michaela Dunlap. The Louise O. Burovich Memorial Scholarship for the College of Allied Health Sciences is awarded to the following students: Jocelyn Bales, Maya Bagini, Andrea Burnett, Fernando Chavella, Alex Clark, Margaret Everett, Jordan Harris, Mitchell Kittle, Gordon Layton, Sia Moiwa, Sophia Nassar, Sydney Romer, Kaylee Sargent, Caroline Sprinkle, and Narmeen Zidane. The Pitt County Memorial Hospital Volunteer Auxiliary College of Allied Health Sciences Scholarship is awarded to Allison Rogers. The Service League of Greenville Scholarship is awarded to Anna Tyson. The Sergeant Major Herman J. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Mark Poitras.
Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Sherman, Director of the Rehabilitation and Career Counseling Program at East Carolina University.
I'm Dr. Lee Atherton, Director of the Clinical Counseling Program
in the Department of Addictions and Rehabilitation Studies. I'm pleased to announce the Apogee Solution Scholarship is awarded to Jessica Fories.
The Dr. Shell Downs Scholarship is awarded to Eliza Leyva. The Jennifer Elizabeth Beth Lambeth Memorial Scholarship in Addictions and Rehabilitation Studies is awarded to Lena Rios. The Louise O. Burovich Scholarship in Addictions and Rehabilitation Studies is awarded to Nikki Arnold Minkley.
I am Ann McConnell, Chair of the Clinical Laboratory Science Department. In the Department of Clinical Laboratory Science, the Stas and Brenda Humany Scholarship is awarded to Angela Dysinger and Alexis Eckert. The W. James and Susan T. Smith Scholarship is awarded to Gabriella Sorta. The W. Richard Bamberg Memorial Scholarship in Clinical Laboratory Science is awarded to Hannah Bryan.
Hi, I'm Jeff McPherson, Interim Executive Director with the ECU Medical and Health Sciences Foundation, and welcome to this year's scholarship celebration for the College of Allied Health Sciences. I'm sorry we couldn't do it in person, but hopefully within the next year, we'll be able to get back close to normal and we'll be able to gather right back here in Greenville to celebrate you and the students that will receive your generous scholarships. Every year, we like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our donors and also ask them to speak about what's important to them and why they decided to do a scholarship. A few years back, we had a former student, Susan Stupnick, who decided she wanted to honor a former professor of hers in the vocational rehab department, Dr. Sheldon Downs. Over the last couple years, Susan has rallied the support of her alums, friends of Dr. Downs, and also the Downs family to come together to make this scholarship a reality. Last year, we were able to award the very first Dr. Sheldon Downs Scholarship. And we asked the Downs family this year to put together a quick video just to talk a little bit more about their dad and the impact that he had on ECU and also the impact that ECU had on him. So please enjoy this following video from Eric Downs as he talks a little bit about his dad. And thank you for all of your support. I look forward to seeing you in the very near future.
Well, hello, my name is Eric Downs. I'm the son of Dr. Sheldon Downs, Professor Emeritus from East Carolina University. On behalf of my dad and on behalf of my sisters, Karen Downs and Sonia Ellington, I'd like to tell you how much of a great honor it is to be able to speak to you all today at your virtual scholarship event, and particularly on the awarding of the scholarship in my father's name. This scholarship is a great honor to our family, and particularly in the memory of my dad and his service and commemorating all the things that he did for the university. Dad was a professor for 32 years at East Carolina, touched the lives of hundreds of students who then in turn, through their service as rehab counselors, touched the lives of thousands of people. Dad started at East Carolina as a professor and started the department back in 1967, Department of Rehab Counseling it was called at the time, and taught until 1999. And one of his students, Susan Stupnick, started this scholarship a number of years ago in honor of my dad and the things that he had done for her in her career. And thanks to the generosity and the donations of many people, the scholarship was endowed in 2019. So it will be giving back to students much of the way my dad gave back to students for many years to come. So we're deeply honored to be a part of this today. His time at East Carolina was part of his life of service. He started off after he graduated from college, joining the Marine Corps. His time on active duty in the reserve, he actually retired from the reserve after 32 years of service. So much like his time as a professor, he also served as a rehab counselor in West Virginia, right outside of Morgantown in the mountains there, serving people with various disabilities at that time before he got his doctorate and came to East Carolina. My sisters and I have a lot of fond memories of Dad as a professor. Both of my parents were professors at East Carolina. So we had a lot of students that came over to our house over the many years. And it was always great to see them. It was always a lot of fun to be at my house if you were a student in the program. Had many parties at the house. One in particular I remember back in the early 70s, I think it might have been 1972. Apparently Greenville was the center of the world to come to if you wanted to see the eclipse of the sun. So we had an eclipse of the sun party in our front yard with all of the students from the program at the time and all the professors, with some sort of weird boxes that we put on our heads so we could look backwards at the eclipse of the sun, and just a great excuse to get all the students together and have a good time. My dad didn't just serve in the classroom as a professor. He also served the university in ensuring that the buildings on the campus were architecturally barrier-free for people with various handicaps, so wheelchairs could get into various places and so forth. So if you go around the campus today and you were in some of the older buildings, and if it has a ramp or a widened door frame, or the bathrooms are accessible to wheelchairs, that's probably because my dad made sure that that was happening. And any of the new buildings, anything that was built probably in the past 40 years or so, he would have been there to meet with the architects, to meet with the engineers, to make sure that everything was set up properly from the very start so that anybody with a handicap could get in and out of the building, and they were barrier-free to them. Our house, it was even barrier-free for all the student parties, and if you were in the backyard, there were ramps and so forth so that people could get in and out of the house, and so he dedicated a lot of his time to that. My dad was also a leader in this field, and at the state and the national level, many conferences that we went to, he would take students along so they could get involved with some of those organizations, and so that was a major part of the things that he did. He also had relationships with many of the businesses in Pitt County and other counties in North Carolina, and he would take students out there to meet with the folks who own those businesses so they could take a look at some of the areas in the business and find places where people with certain types of disabilities would be able to be employed and be productive in those environments so that they could get some hands-on experience to help out people with various disabilities. Really a great legacy that he left in that regard as well. And then when Pitt Memorial Hospital, and I know I'm dating myself a little bit, they probably have a different name now, but when the hospital was building an extension and was putting a rehab facility in there, they asked my dad to come and give them some advice, and he actually designed the entire rehab facility. I think the first one of its kind, at least in that part of the state, perhaps in the state of North Carolina, and a model for other ones in the future. So he did that as well, always giving back in some way. We have some fond memories of some of the funny things that he did when he taught classes. He always tried to make things exciting. Medical aspects was one of his favorite classes. We had models of brains and human eyeballs and spinal cords and all sorts of things all over the house. So we always learned a lot about anatomy and the human body from listening to some of the stuff that Dad did when he was teaching some of those classes. And then one of our favorites was apparently, and I'm not a rehab counselor, so I can't speak about this in person, but apparently there is a dictionary of occupational titles, which is not a very exciting read. And he had to teach a class on this. So he would dress up in various costumes and make slideshows of himself and various things to kind of make that a little bit more exciting. So I'm not sure exactly what these jobs were, but one of them, he dressed up as a caveman. I do remember that. We had multiple pictures of that. Probably one of his greatest achievements was getting my mom to also dress up as a cave woman. So somehow he did that, and that got into one of his slideshows. And then his favorite was Indiana Jones, although he dressed up as Indiana Downs with the same thing. But things like that he would do to make it more exciting for the students, and we remember all of that. So I just tell you, Dad is living in a very nice facility close by one of my sisters, Sonia, and I just saw him last week. He's not moving as fast as he used to, so if you remember him, he's not going quite as quickly. He's a little slowed down, and some of the memory is fading, but the personality is still there. Still has a great smile, great sense of humor, and makes friends everywhere he goes. So if you remember Dr. Downs from the past, that part of Dr. Downs is still there, and it's a great thing to see. It is a great honor to be here today with all of you virtually on this video, and I wish you all a great celebration today, and I just want to say God bless you all. Thank you very much.
I'm Will Eblin, Director of the Audiology Program.
Welcome, my name is Jamie Perry. I'm the Department Chair from Communication Sciences and Disorders. In the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders, the Debbie Bengala Scholarship is awarded to Anna Daniel, Elisa Morgan, and Hannah Middles. The Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders Scholarship is awarded to Aaron Kolar.
The Dr. Thomas S. Joseph and Karen E. Joseph Scholarship is awarded to Lauren LeClaire and Emma Plyler. The Harold and Lois White Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Elizabeth Bonilla.
The James and Carol White Speech Pathology Scholarship for Graduate Students is awarded to Madeline Funk and Maya Thomas. The Lena Edwards Wheeler Memorial Fellowship in Speech Language Pathology is also awarded to Madeline Funk. The Martha L. Smith, Ph.D. and Robert W. Smith, MBA Graduate Clinical Practice Award in Communication Sciences and Disorders is awarded to Emery Bulla. The Meta Downs Scholarship is awarded to Carolyn Sprinkle and Maya Thomas. The Maya Johnson McDowell and Riley Floyd Scholarship in Speech Pathology is awarded to Maya Igini.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Kolesher, Director of the Health Services Management Program.
Hello, I am Dr. Susie Harris, the Director of the Health Information Management Program. In the Department of Health Services and Information Management, the CEOX Health Scholarship in Health Information Management is awarded to Charlotte Gore and Delsina Lloyd Eaton.
The Louise O. Burovich Scholarship in Health Services Management is awarded to Marina Boatman and Naisha Mercury.
The Peggy H. Wood Scholarship is awarded to Denise Paschel.
The Rear Admiral Christina M. Alvarado Scholarship in Health Services Management is awarded to Kristen Mizell and Catherine Weigel. Our final scholarship in the department is for an outside award through the Association of University Programs in Health Administration. The AUPHA Foster G. McGaw Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Weigel.
I'm Dr. Michael Wheeler, Chair of Nutrition Science. In the Department of Nutrition Science, the Elsie Faith Sill Scholarship is awarded to Holly Batt. The Nutrition and Dietetics Alumni and Friends Scholarship is awarded to Damien Gannot and Justina Overby. The Nutrition Plus Scholarship is awarded to Rupitan Nguyen.
Hi all, my name is Cole Deaver. I'm a first-year PA student and was awarded the Dr. Dale Newton Scholarship. First, I want to take a moment to tell you what a big deal this scholarship is to me. This generous scholarship is something that I could not be more grateful for. You should have seen the way that my face lit up on a Wednesday night when I unassumingly checked my email. I was elated, I was ecstatic that I had been awarded this scholarship. I leaned back in my chair and a wave of relief washed over my body. I felt rewarded for all of my hard work and felt so much appreciation for those who had decided it was their calling to give back to students that are in my position. Next, I want to congratulate everyone who received an award this year. I can say without a doubt that we work tirelessly, day in and day out, to master mountains of medical information. I know that we do it not just to make good grades, but to make ourselves the best we can for our future patients. That being said, the financial burden of paying for professional school is one of the larger obstacles that we face upon this journey. It's a stressor that can detract from our studies. I don't know how many times me and my wife have stayed up, crunching the numbers, trying to figure out the best way to pay for my education. Receiving a scholarship through ECU lifted that burden off my chest. It made it feel as though paying for my education was 1 degree easier, and allowed me to focus on what I came here to do, learn and apply. And I know that I'm not alone in this sentiment. I think it's an important point to emphasize that without generous people willing to donate to these scholarships, we'd be left to fend for ourselves. Professional school is such an enriching process, and as a result, it's not going to be cheap. Do I take out loans and pay them off over the next 20 years? Do I save up for the next 20 years and go to school then? Or do I keep buying lottery tickets with my fingers crossed? Scholarships give us hope that there are people out there willing to invest in our future. They understand ECU's mission and know that the programs of ECU will continue to produce excellence in the face of any and all adversity. And for that, I thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. Denise Donica, Chair of the Department of Occupational Therapy. The Department of Occupational Therapy Scholarship is awarded to Allison King and Grace Lee. The Freedom Scholarship in Occupational Therapy is awarded to Emily Britt and Carolina Castillo. The Jessica King Memorial Scholarship in Occupational Therapy is awarded to Carly Overman. The Louise O. Burovich Scholarship in Occupational Therapy is awarded to Margaret Bitter, Victoria Pena, and Sydney Romer.
This is Dr. Amy Gross McMillan, Chair of the Department of Physical Therapy. In the Department of Physical Therapy, the Blaise Michael Youngs Scholarship is awarded to Lydia Tart. The Catherine Virginia McCulley Memorial Scholarship in Physical Therapy is awarded to Tyler Ricks. The Dale A. Huggins Scholarship is awarded to Teresa Byrne and Lauren Dichtel. The Department of Physical Therapy Scholarship is awarded to Carrie Price, Dylan Sampson, Aaron Solentrop, and David Turnier. The George Hamilton Scholarship in Physical Therapy is awarded to Michaela Dunlop, Christy Loomis, Anna Patterson, Tyler Ricks, Kendall Thomas, and Brittany Wall. The James and Sonia Bowen Scholarship is awarded to Tommy Homard. The Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness Incorporated Scholarship is awarded to Anna Patterson.
I'm Dr. Alan Gindoff, Chair of the Department of Physician Assistant Studies. In the Department of Physician Assistant Studies, the Dale Newton Scholarship is awarded to the following students: Cole Deaver, Ashley Jenkins, Kristen Vickers, and Meredith Williams. The Louise O. Burovich Scholarship in Physician Assistant Studies is awarded to Taylor Feeblecorn, Bailey Holt, and Sydney Lowe.